Yo, welcome to another episode of Empire Jeff TV. I am your host, Empire Jeff, coming to you on a Monday night live from Los Angeles, California. A night where the Los Angeles Dodgers defeated the San Diego Padres 6-3. On a night when Shohei Ohtani made his return to the mound, this time in Dodger blue. We've been waiting on this for a while. Shohei signed with the Dodgers in December of 2023. We knew pretty much, or at least were led to believe, that he probably wouldn't pitch at all last season. He did not. Then we thought maybe we might see him in spring training. We did not. Then maybe we see him the start of the season. We did not. And then we heard maybe after the All-Star break. And we did not, because we got to see him tonight pitch one inning against the San Diego Padres in a high pitch count first inning. Did work each batter to 2 strikes. Tatis led off with a hit. Arise got a hit. He had some really good pitches, man. He had some high gas. He touched triple digits, had high 90s, and some balls he couldn't get control over, some skipped, a wild pitch. Definitely looked rusty out there facing real MLB talent, not in simulated games, none of that. So this is kind of less than what you would see if you saw a rehab start from a pitcher who goes down to the minor leagues. It's kind of what makes the debut almost even more impressive, because typically they will send you down there, face live hitters, or other minor league baseball teams. You're not strategizing against these players. You're not preparing for them. You're just trying to get your stuff to work, locate your pitches, and throw strikes. And Ohtani didn't have the benefit or the luxury of going to Oklahoma City to face minor league hitters. He went up there and faced Fernando Tatis Jr. for his first batter faced in pitching in almost 2 years. So shout out to Shohei. I felt he did an incredible job, all things considered. He will continue to get better with each appearance. He will continue to find his rhythm. He seemed to have a little bit of struggle getting that ball on his glove side in the zone. He did get Luis Arias to swing at a nasty pitch at his back foot. But outside of that, the stuff is going to come. It's going to be fine. And when he gets the movement on his ball, he can throw that fastball. And he tops it off with stepping to the plate and driving in runs in a game in which he pitched. And the fact that he pitched the first inning and then went up there and led off the first inning when they went to bat is just continued excellence and incredibleness and brilliance on both sides of the field. And this is what we wanted when we signed him. This is what we knew we were getting. The greatest player of all time, more than likely, before it's all said and done, if not already. And Shohei Ohtani got run support. He didn't even one inning of work. He got run support. So they touched up Dylan Cease. They got him for a run in the third, and they ding-dong ditched him in the fourth. And Dodgers win 6-3. Manny hit a home run late in the game to make it 6-3. Dodgers bullpen held it down otherwise. And Tanner Scott went out there, dominated the eighth. Kirby Yates came in the ninth. And it was all she wrote, man. Kasparius went in and pitched along with Banda and Vesia, some high leverage moments in this baseball game. And the Dodgers get out of here with a win. They now lead the San Diego Padres by 4 games in the NL West. They gain a half game on the idle New York, San Francisco Giants. So they are now 2.5 games up on them. And this 10-game stretch of the NL West, I've been calling it the NL West Fest. They took 2 or 3 for the Padres in San Diego, took 2 or 3 from the Giants in Los Angeles, and now they win game 1 of the 4-game set against the San Diego Padres. They have now started the season against them 3-4. And Dylan Cease was a completely different type of player today than he was in San Diego. In San Diego, he was looking like Cy Young Award winner Dylan Cease. He was out there, 3 hits, 11 Ks. He was filthy. And the way he started this game looked filthy as well. He was there just striking them out with swing and miss, left and right. Inning 1, inning 2. They chipped away and got 1 in inning 3, tied it up, gave the lead back immediately. And then the Dodgers went ballistic there and took care of business and beat the Padres here 6-3. Now, if you're the Padres, you got to be thinking, man, this team, even with guys in the lineup that could be struggling at certain points. Freddie came into this game having a very rough June, right? He finally got a hit in this game. Obviously, Conforto has not been able to do much all year. He didn't get anything going this game. Mookie Betts has been playing great. Shohei's been on base just about every time he comes up, it feels like. Max Muncy has done a complete all-the-way flip, and he's up there. When he's up the bat, you're expecting him to be Max Muncy, a walk, drive in some runs, clap the ball to the bleachers, whatever it may be. He gets an incredible hit there in the fourth. Like, it's just Tommy Edman got a hit there, even though he's been struggling, batting south of 250. These guys are all chipping in. There is no breaks within this Dodger lineup, because even when you get someone like a Michael Conforto up there, you're already thinking about who's behind him. You're already thinking about if someone is on base. Michael Conforto's up there stressing and pressing and thinking about getting a hit with runners in scoring position. And the pitcher's up there thinking like, I can't give up a hit to this guy, because if he gets on, then it's an avalanche. So the mental gymnastics that this Los Angeles Dodgers lineup puts teams through, knowing that Shohei is 2 batters away, that top over, that turnover of that lineup, maybe 2 or 3 batters away, and knowing that if they don't go 1, 2, 3, when the 7 guy comes up, and you know that you give Shohei Ohtani a chance to swing that bat, the pitcher is thinking about this constantly and always. And this is what makes this Dodger lineup so special and so incredible and so dynamic and so feared throughout Major League Baseball. Dylan Cease was up there absolutely dominating, shoving, just getting the Dodgers swing and miss like it was no tomorrow. After the 11 strikeout game last week, he had to be feeling really good about himself. Even that 3rd inning when he gave up a run, he's probably like, okay, maybe I'll give up 1 or 2 today. But then the Dodgers, when they got to him in that 4th inning, the level of frustration in him, you could see it on his face. He was already out there looking like the butcher from Gangs of New York out there. But he had himself an incredible performance leading up to that, off the strength of what he did in San Diego. And the Dodgers just looked at it and said, hold my beer, please. Hold this $22 tall can at Dodger Stadium, please, because we're going to bring the noise on you. We're going to shut you down. Thanks for coming. Good night. Travel safe. Get to the hotel safe. See you guys tomorrow. Think about this. Think about that. And this Dodger lineup, man, I understand we've had games where they got shut out. We've had games where their bats go silent. We have these games. And the thing is, I've always said, if the starting pitching can keep a team south of 4, the Dodgers are going to win the majority of the games. Padres scored 3. Padres went up 1-0, then went up 2-1. Dodgers never trailed after that. When you give your arms run support, you let them take more chances at the plate. You let them go after hitters more, as opposed to trying to be cute with the chase stuff. Then you limit the walks, you limit the free base runners, you limit the unearned runs. You trust your bats, you trust your arms, and it will lead to victories. And that's what the Dodgers did tonight. And they got the win. They got the win. Like I said, 4 games up on the Padres, 2.5 up on the Giants. Let's see if they can get some separation during this home stand. Like light work on the MLB schedule time. Not a lot of teams playing. Dodgers won the only night game, I believe. And I'm just geeked the fact that we got to see Shohei pitch as a Dodger. I just can't wrap my mind around it that he's still that he's a Dodger. The incredible year he had at the plate last year, and now he's out there pitching tonight, right? Albeit 1 inning, albeit not the best we're going to see. And it's not like he's going to come in and pitch 6-7 innings every start and give the relief to this rotation out the gate. That's not going to be the case. But in the long run, it will be. And there's been times in his career where Shohei was a top 2-3 pitcher in the league, in the AL, when he was with the Angels. Like he had Cy Young level stuff, all-star pitcher level stuff. And you're adding that to Yamamoto, who's probably overworked a little bit right now as far as being the guy that has to get a win every time out there, and the team doesn't give him run support. So you got Shohei, you've got Yamamoto, you've got Dustin May, who the stuff is filthy if he can just locate. And right now you may see, we've been talking about Kasperius going to the starting lineup, but what we may see right now, piggyback situation with Ohtani and Kasperius. So the Dodgers have been leaving little clues to this, little tea leaves, little breadcrumbs, little Easter eggs about Shohei Ohtani coming back. This has been going on for a couple of weeks now. And Shohei Ohtani, I don't remember what game it was. I want to say it was a Sunday night baseball game, maybe the week before. And they talked to him and they asked him, when are you going to come pitch again? And he basically said, that sounds like a question for Andrew Friedman, signaling for the first time publicly and vocally that he's ready to go. Right, ready to go. Then you start hearing about the sessions. You start hearing more and more. Then you hear Dave start saying, he's probably going to be back. It's not out of the question that he could be back before the All-Star break. They already started teasing this. This was in the works. They said a couple of days ago, Shohei decided that he wanted to go. The Dodgers agreed, and here we are. But this is something that Shohei has really been ready to go for a while. They've been playing it safe. There were reports, and I even heard towards the end of last season that he could have pitched last playoffs if the Dodgers allowed him to. They did not. They have not allowed him to pitch throughout this season. I said I expect him back in June prior to the All-Star break, and he might even get shut down later in the season leading up to the playoffs and then bring him back. We'll see how it goes. I don't know what's going to happen. I can't predict it. But the fact that he went out there today, over 600 days after throwing a pitch in a Major League Baseball game, the heat was there. He had gas at the plate, was running 100 triple digits. And once he locks in, once he gets his location, we're going to be sitting here looking like, wow, not only did this guy win an MVP at the plate, but now he's going to get up there and throw for us. And with his guy Yamamoto, depending on what's going on with Roki Sasaki, yesterday the news with Dave was really weird because throughout this whole process, I haven't heard a single thing about Roki, there being risk of him not coming back. I never heard anything of it being that bad, it's very rare for my intel to be that bad. It's one thing to not have any intel, but it's very rare for it to be way off. And I'm on the strength of that because I trust the people that I talk to. I mean, it's not that they're never wrong, but they're never way off. Like never way off. I'm still leaning towards Roki's going to pitch. I don't know if Dave was playing games or messing around. He's done that a few times. I don't want to say he would do that, but at the same time, I'm not sold. I'm not convinced. I could be 100% wrong, and I might be. But I still think Roki Sasaki pitches this year, and I don't believe he's out for the year. There were reports that he threw today, not with a baseball, but he did. He was throwing. He was doing some exercises today. There was no pain, no injury, no nothing. The day after they said prepare to not have him for the rest of the season, I don't know. I don't know what the Dodgers are doing. I don't know if Dave did that on the heels of knowing he said that before we knew Shohei was going to pitch. So I don't know if that was just a way to just start drive up the Dodger machine there. I don't know. I can't speak for Dave, but I would be shocked if Roki Sasaki is done for the year, just off the strength of everything that I was hearing leading up to that coming out. Just wouldn't make sense to me. So the Dodgers offense did their thing today. The arms overall had a quality game, kept the team at 3 or less. The bats showed up. The defense showed up. The fans showed up, sold out. And Shohei Ohtani showed up to the mound to throw the first pitch in a Major League Baseball game in almost 2 years. So I'm super excited to see this progression. I'm very excited to see him get a full game of 5-6 innings. In today's standards, that's a full game. And very excited to see more of these guys come back. Glasnow, Snell, get back here, man. Sheehan should be activated this week. It's another arm coming in. So a lot of things to be excited about. We got some reinforcements on the way. We got some people coming back, and this is exactly what we need. So shout out to you guys for tuning in. This is Empire Jeff TV. I am Empire Jeff. This is the Los Angeles Dodgers post-game show. We are discussing the Dodgers defeating the San Diego Padres 6-3 in Los Angeles tonight. These umpires still been a little goofy out there, man. I'm not a bash out the umps guy. I don't do it that often. But we're on a run of games here where these guys are supposed to be the professionals, the best in the room at calling balls and strikes. And these zones, I mean, that was an absolute check swing by Manny Machado. That was he should have been out of there. These calls, the Dodgers benefited from it too. Like Shohei got a call way out of the zone. They called the strike. So this just isn't against the Dodgers. I'm not being one of those, we lost because of the umps. The umps are against the Dodgers. No, it was on both sides. And it usually evens out. But if you're a Major League Baseball player and you're stepping up to the plate and you don't even know what a ball or a strike is, that's difficult when you got pitchers throwing with this much movement on the baseball. So makes it difficult. Umps do better. But the Dodgers, like I said, 1-6-3, win game 1 of the 4-game series after winning the last 2 series. So the Dodgers win tomorrow. At bare minimum, they split the series and looking to get some separation in this NL West. We all know the Giants made a trade for Rafael Devers. I think that's a good move for them as far as getting a bat in that lineup. They have not been able to really sign position players. They've gotten pitchers. Position players have not really wanted to go there. Now they traded for one. Traded for probably a bad contract, depending how he performs in San Francisco. Maybe he goes full-fledged MVP level. I don't know. But through baseball circles, that is considered a bad contract. And not a horrific one, but a bad one. Like that is what they would call underwater. And not a lot of teams would want that deal. And the Giants being in a position, like they said, where they kind of had to trade for a position player because they can't seem to sign any, made the deal. And there were other teams involved. They got it done. Wasn't necessarily a haul because it was a money dump. Now, if Boston was eating $50 million of that money, the Giants probably would have gave something back a little bit more worthy. But because the Giants are taking all that money off Boston's books, Boston was like, give us some guys we can throw out here. Maybe we'll hit on one. And but outside of that, it's nothing to really write home about what the Red Sox got in that deal. They needed a first baseman, did not get one in this deal. One that could start or in the minors. They've got, they've got some pitchers that are young that may turn into something. Some that are already in the bigs and aren't much, north of 4.5 ERA. Like this was a salary dump. This was essentially a salary dump. And the San Francisco Giants are going to pay a contract that the Boston Red Sox did not want to pay. And that is where we are now. So let me get to some of these comments here. In the meantime, in between time, please drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not. You can also become a member to the channel for less than the cost of lunch. You can become a member for an entire month. Got 3 different tiers of membership. Make sure to follow us on all socials at Empire Jeff TV, on Twitter, X, on IG, on TikTok, here on YouTube, as well as our Facebook group. And let me get this promo here for the Fanatics plug here. You can also get your MLB, NBA, NFL gear, and more. Make sure to use our link to get special discounts on your purchases. It also helps support the channel. We partnered with the good people at Fanatics. So when you order through us via them, they take care of us because we sent you that way. Great way to get the gear you would already be getting anyway. Get some special discounts. Help support the channel. You can also tap that Cash App $ Empire Jeff. Let me get to some of your chats here. Let's see. Was that Finaro? hope I'm saying your name right. I'm sorry. Not worried about Ohtani pitching, more concerned about Roki, though. Yeah. So I touched on that. Wait to see on Roki. I'm not convinced that's going to be the story in the end. Dan Inspiration, what's up, my guy? Damn, I was shook when Shohei hit 100 MPH. Ohtani was fired up for sure. Yeah, and Eric Karros touched on this numerous times. There are certain things you cannot duplicate in a simulated game, in a bullpen session. The adrenaline of facing live hitters, the adrenaline of stepping to the plate and facing a Fernando Tatis Jr., a Luis Arraez, a Manny Machado. This is something that you can't duplicate until you're out there on the mound facing these guys, staring them down. So to get Shohei out there and doing that was amazing to see, man. Ohtani is a god. He is a god, man. He's a baseball god for sure. Rubio, what's going on, Rubio? He said, nice and hot in here in Colton, California today. It's been hot. It's been real hot in LA. Yesterday was for Father's Day was very hot. Today was not as hot, but still kind of warm. But beautiful day for baseball. Saturday night, I was at the stadium on Saturday night. Absolute beautiful night for baseball. Great game Saturday night, man. The Dodgers blew them out. The last couple of games I went to have been like massive blowouts. So it was fun to see that again. Let's see. Cease was a stud tonight until the fourth. Yeah, the wheels fell off for him, man. The wheels fell off. And as a result, the Dodgers lit a match, got going, and said, adios to mañana. That was it. Put it in work. Like I said, good morning, good afternoon, good night. Enjoy the ride to the hotel. What's going on, Daniel Berry Sports Highlights? Appreciate it. Go Dodgers, yo. Appreciate it. Member here, Daniel Berry. Thank you so much, as always. Wait until the Blue Crew get healthy. That's the MLB's worst nightmare. Yeah. Like I said, they're starting to get some guys back, not just back, but alive in the box, right? Muncy waking up. Pa has turned this whole season around. There's a lot of things going on right now for the Dodgers that are helping them get wins. And as they get people back, it's like a trade deadline in and of itself. It's like you're going to trade for Glasnow. You're going to trade for Snell. You're going to trade for Gratterall. You're going to trade for Trinan. You're getting guys back that are going to help you win a World Series. I absolutely believe that. The Big Show is filthy and throws absolute gas. Yeah, he was throwing gas to that plate for sure. Gas to the plate, man. That when he hit triple digits, I was like, man. What's going on, my brother Search? Mr. Mod God, the God of mods, the best in the business, Mr. Search and Destroy. Hope you're doing well, my brother. Appreciate you. Welcome more. Absolutely. What's going on, Joe Soro? Props to the Dodgers defense today. They were dynamite. Yeah, the defense was great too. So they figured a way to have one of those games, pitched well enough to win, hit well enough to win, fielded well enough to win. And when the Dodgers do that, they're going to win a whole ton of baseball games for sure. The Death Star is just beginning to warm up. Yep, that part. Exactly. These umps are going to end up making the MLB decision easier to bring in robot umpires. Yeah, ABC, man, automatic balls and strikes. They also can call check swings, the ABS system. So it's overdue. Yeah, I've been saying it's a matter of time. That time is here. I've seen it live in person. It's great. It's just get it here already, man. Just get it here already. They're taking too long to bring these in. It's these zones are just expanding weirdly. Joe says MLB needs to make it official on what a swing is too. That is true because they leave a check swing open to interpretation. So when they do put in ABS, they're going to have to clarify what that is. So they did a good job of breaking that down in the game today too. But yeah, they're going to have to determine what a swing is. When it crosses what point is that a swing? Not, hey, did you see it behind and check the swing down the line? Either way, that's not how it needs to be. Not at all. Joe says, any bat that goes past the waist is a swing. It is. I feel so. Now we get to hate and boo Devers for a lot of years. I mean, he has a chance to turn into the villain in this rivalry for sure. He's going to be their best player upon showing up, at least position player, hitter, whether it's DH or just best hitter, right? So he has a chance to become the villain. I think Logan Webb is still going to be that guy. But Devers, he might. We'll see. We'll see how he plays. If he kills the Dodgers. If he doesn't kill the Dodgers, then we're not going to care, really. We're not going to care. He said, what's up, Joe? Lucky Sorrow. Joe said, why do we have the Sacramento Kings logo on here? On where? What's he talking about? I don't know what he's talking about. He said, why do we have the Sacramento Kings logo on here? I don't know what Joe's talking about. Let's see. No, it was you, Fredo. Oh man. What's going on, Drip Show? Best two-way channel on YouTube still. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, man. I need to be more of a consistent two-way channel on YouTube, though, right? So I slipped up with my schedule and all, but appreciate you, Drip Show, man. Great merch over here. Make sure to hit up that IG, man. It's dark. Whenever I go live, there's a Kobe picture back there over my shoulder. It was designed over there by Drip Show. And Drip Show also made a wonderful pillow for Lucky. Lucky does not like me to take it out of his possession. I got to post a picture of that, though. But shout out to he made Lucky a 1-of-1 fire pillow. And that Kobe picture behind me, which I want to put on my wall, but I'm trying to kind of direct this studio to catch like the pictures that I got behind me. I may move to get this wall behind me instead of this old ass mirror and a bookshelf full of recording equipment. But shout out to the Drip Show, man. Incredible work. Let's see. Appreciate you, Search. I was at my mom's place yesterday for Father's Day in Torrance. I was at my parents' house yesterday too. Get my day to dad up so I could do the grilling. So it was great to hang with my pops. I got to spend the weekend with my pops, man. It was dope. Got to take him to the Dodger game on Saturday. He had a ball. Kept my pops out late too, man. Me and my pops used to go out late all the time, but he's starting to get up there, man. So, you don't typically stay out that late. We stayed out really late Saturday night, and he was still about it yesterday. That's my old man. He did a good job. He did a good job, man. We went to the game. We had fantastic seats. The Dodgers had a great win. My mom really likes Alex Vesia. And so we were walking out. We passed by the pen. He was sitting down there. I was like, let me get this guy's attention real quick. Got his attention. He waved to my mom, made her night. Dope. You know what I mean? I love taking my parents out to baseball games because we're such a baseball family. And it's really great. I don't get to get them there as much as I'd like. All of our schedules are kind of wild. So it's fun to get them out there and fun to have fun with pops there at the game. And it was great to see, man. It was great to see. Joe said, props to Papa Empire, Mama Empire, Mrs. Empire. Saturday night was an epic evening. Yeah, man, that was incredible. I got to link up with Joe finally. After the Dodger game, we ended up on the post-game show behind the guys in left center out there where they do the show. Like I said, I took my parents and my wife to the game. So we linked up, went to a bar or two after with Joe and hung out. Like I said, we was out late. And shout out to Joe. He drove all the way home back. He met me in Burbank and then drove all the way back to Temecula like 2-something in the morning. So good times. It was fun. We'll definitely be doing that again. But yeah, the night it was cool because I got to meet Joe and my family got to meet him too. They watched the shows with us. So it was kind of cool. They got to meet him too. So appreciate you, Joe. It was a great night. Can't wait to do that again. It was amazing watching Goat Ohtani tonight. Yeah, it was, man. Ohtani is he I can't put into words what he is and what he means to baseball, and what he means to his country, right? I did a video I put out earlier today, and I was kind of serious and kind of playing at the same time, but I was saying that, tonight's game may draw more views in the NBA Finals because Ohtani making his pitching debut, all the fans in Japan, the entire country is watching. And no shade to OKC or Indy, even though it's kind of shade, is the amount of people that are disinterested in this NBA Finals versus the amount of people who are going to be interested in Shohei Ohtani pitching. I was willing that there was a small enough chance that the Dodgers ratings, at least while Shohei was pitching, was going to be higher than the NBA Finals between OKC and Indy. I mean, no disrespect in that. I was just talking math. So it was, I really felt there was a chance for that. Sacramento Queens, he said. Sacramento Cowbell Queens. What did Phil Jackson call them? Semi-civilized rednecks. Happy late Father's Day to you, Jeff, and all the dads in the chat. Hey, appreciate you. I'm a dog dad, and that's it. But got to spend times with my pops. I wish my grandpas were here, but they're not. May they rest in peace. But got to think about them and talk about them and exchange a lot of stories. And I think the Dodgers won on Father's Day too. Both my grandfathers big Dodger fans, and so yeah, Father's Day, Mother's Day, Thanksgiving, all the holidays, all the family time. I truly love it. I'm a really, really busy man, and very driven man and career focused, and I'm very committed to what I do. At the same time, carving out time for everything that I do it, but it's difficult. So family time is very important to me. Obviously, my career is very important to me. Time with my wife, very important to me. And doing this, I love doing, but this is down the line, right? It's not as important to me as the other things, which is why I'm not around as much as I was before, because I'm really trying to, you can't take time back. So as my parents get up there, I'm trying to spend more time. And when I got time, I do the shows, see who shows up, have some fun. But I'm really, really enjoying the family time, for sure. No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, Joe's a real one. Joe's my guy, man. We had a lot of fun, man. We had a lot of fun. My family is a lot like me. So very much like me. We're all kind of like cookie cutted. Like we're all very, my wife is sassy. She talks trash. My moms and pops are goofy. They're funny. I mean, I like to think we're good energy. Like to think that we have a good time and we're very welcoming. And it's good for other people to see where I come from, and how I got to be how I am, how my personality is, and how I am. So it's good. It's good for other people to see that, and for people to see that I'm the exact same way here as I am everywhere. You know what I mean? Drip Show says, Empire Jeff is a businessman. Man, it's when you really love what you do, it makes it easier. It doesn't feel like work, right? My career is very demanding. I'm relied upon heavily in my field, and I don't mind it. I enjoy it. Being that go-to guy, being the guy that people go to, being the guy that people depend on, in any aspect of life. I relish that role. You're in good hands. You're in good hands with me. You know what I mean? And people know that. And that makes me proud of myself and proud of like how I was raised to become that. But yeah, so Dodgers, man, 3 more games with the Padres. Then we got the Nationals. There's a 10-game homestand. So the Dodgers have a chance to do some damage here. Got a chance to do some damage here. If they imagine they lost one, they lost one in each series. If they lose one in this series and sweep the Nationals, come out of this homestand 7-3, I think that's very, very realistic. Very realistic. And what the Nationals did to us in DC, we got to punish them. We got to rub it in. We got to punish them. We got to remind them who we are. And I think that's something the Dodgers are going to do. I think that's something they're going to look to do. And it's something they should do. So if you can get out of this series 3-1 with the Padres, which what I predicted, and then sweep the Nationals, phenomenal homestand before taking the road. Phenomenal. And they're capable. And I think they're going to do it. Did you guys see the Dodgers 4th of July hats? And did you see the All-Star hats and All-Star jerseys? Let me know. What do you guys think of them? It's ATL themed. So they got, the Atlanta Braves colors for the AL. They got it. But I also like that the MLB is doing where they're wearing the All-Star jerseys just for the home run derby and like some of the events. But for the game, the players get to wear their team jerseys, which I think is dope. But the 4th of July hat, I think I'm going to get. I don't think I'm going to get, maybe I'll get the All-Star cap. But the 4th of July one, I'm definitely going to get. I just got some Jordans, the white with the university blue. They're going to go perfect with that hat. So going to cop those, man. Let me know what you guys think of the hats for the All-Star game as well as the 4th of July merch. You can get those by tapping our Fanatics link as well. So make sure to tap that link. Don't Care 187. What's going on, Don't Care? Appreciate you, brother. What up, Jeff? Sitting in the Dodger Stadium, gridlock, listening to you. Ohtani threw some gas. He did. I was just talking about that. Touching triple digits, 98, 99. He could hit he had some movement. He was doing a lot of great work out there tonight. He just struggled a little bit, glove side of the zone and throwing strikes there, but that's going to happen. And once he kind of gets that back and kind of tunes it up a little bit, I think it's only going to take maybe a couple starts. 2 years off from pitching is a long time. And, not only were you off from pitching, you had an injury. It's just a matter of his timing, getting his stuff right, and getting out there and becoming that pitcher that a lot of Dodger fans have yet to see. A lot of Dodger fans who didn't watch Ohtani or didn't watch other games outside of Dodger games really did not get to see Shohei pitch. And I don't know if people know how good of a pitcher he is. He's phenomenal. Drip Show says, Jeff does this Dodgers win get inside of the Padres mentality as far as even in an Ohtani practice game, LA wins? Well, yes and no. Yes and no, Chris. So for instance, it'll get to where you've now beaten them 3 or 4, so that gets in their head. You have a guy who hasn't pitched in 2 years, and he went to 2 strike counts on all the batters. If not for a bad call, he might get out of that inning. Now, I know there was a ground ball to Freddie that may have scored a run from third, but that wild pitch also gifted that spot. So you had a walk, a wild pitch. Like if he was slightly on, the fact that he wasn't really fully on, you got a walk, you got a wild pitch, you got a bailed out check swing, and you only got 1 run on him, and then they pounce you after that. This could mess with you. This could mess with you, especially the Padres, who could already have somewhat of a fragile mind state after blowing the series to the Dodgers last postseason, including 24 consecutive scoreless innings and losing in a must-win bullpen game for the Dodgers. I think that it could be damaging to their mentality, but we'll see how they come out tomorrow. If they come out and they smoke the Dodgers tomorrow, or they win a close game, then you got to give them credit. That's a grind out, tough mental win after what's happened the last few games. But at some point, it's going to start creeping into their mind. They're trying to make this a rivalry. They're trying to be relevant. And the Dodgers just continuing outside of 2022, continue to just dismiss them. And tonight was one of those 2. They score first. Dodgers come back. They took the lead from them again. And then the Dodgers just said, again, hold my $22 tall can at Dodger Stadium. Hold this beer. Let's go take batting practice against a guy who's pitching elite right now. And just ding-dong ditched his butt. Just got out of there. Got him out of there, right? And when the Dodgers do this, they can do this to the best. They can do this to the best of them. And when they do, it's got to be really mentally taxing. It absolutely has to be. It has to be. Let's see. Is Ohtani pitching on the road or only at home? That's a good question. This I don't know. I don't even know when his next start is going to be. I don't know how many innings his next start will be. I didn't watch the post game. I came straight to the live, and I tried to cut the line a little bit and get on here so I can get out of here and get to bed. You know what I mean? But I don't know much of the storylines after the game. I'll listen to it, as I kind of doze off. But I don't know. I'm sure we'll hear more about that either tonight or tomorrow. But I'm just loving what I'm seeing from Shohei at the plate right now, aside from the pitching. Loving seeing Mookie really starting to put together a good stretch of games. Teoscar was coming alive of late as well. Edmonds got to get going. Muncie's back. Pages is turning into an all-star professional hitter. A lot of good things, a lot of great things going on for the Dodgers right now. A lot of things are coming back to life. Rubio said, my dad used to take me to the Baskin Robbins on Yukon and Redondo Beach Boulevard when I was a kid. Oh, you're talking to Serge about areas where you guys were at, right? Man, getting ice cream as a kid, man. There was like nothing like that, right? There was nothing like it. When your people took it to get ice cream, man. I miss those days. Summer days, going to the ice cream, going to get Baskin Robbins or any of those spots. Always a good time. Around here was always Thrifty, man. Thrifty ice cream, bro. Oh my God. Thrifty ice cream was life. What's up, Cuba? The bandwagon. I got one more OKC win, Jeff, where I become a bandwagon OKC fan. I didn't even watch it, man. There was history being made tonight. Shohei Ohtani. I know there's history in the NBA Finals, but I mean, the NBA Finals to me is like round 2 of an NCAA tournament. Not the ratings, but just the talent. Let's see. I'm still struggling and upset with myself. And I have no control over it. You like what you like. You don't like what you don't like. But I'm frustrated with myself that I just can't get excited about basketball right now. Can't. I don't know why. But it's just not. It's not in my heart right now. It's just not in my heart right now. Unfortunately, it's a sport I love, and right now we're just seeing other people. Taking a break. We're taking a break. I needed a break. Been never taking a break from basketball my entire life. My Dodgers got a dynasty brewing. I'm locked in on that. But I'll be back for basketball next year. At least I think I will. But I think it'll be hard for me to ignore pretty much a whole season. So we will see. But I do not. When I've glanced at the finals, I haven't enjoyed it. I just haven't. You're all right, Jeff. We all could feel the Dodgers about to go on a run. You said it first. Yeah, man. I was saying this before, and he can back me up. I was saying this before the Dodgers even got Shohei. I've been saying like I've had trust in this organization from top to bottom and more patience with this organization than most. I don't turn on the ownership group. I don't turn on the front office. I don't turn on the manager. It's very rare for me to give up on a player too soon. Even Conforto, man, I still was like, yo, there's enough sample size here that he's going to come out of this, and he just hasn't, to the point where it's got to be mental, right? But outside of that, like, I'm a very, very patient and loyal fan, not blind loyal to a point where like I'll die on the hill of a point I'm making, because I won't do that. I'll walk up to that hill, but I ain't dying on it. I'm not dying on it. Like, it gives me, I earn no stripes for dying on a hill. But I've watched this game my whole life, and in my coaching background installed such a patience in me when it comes to these scenarios. I also feel like sometimes I see things that most people don't pay attention to. And this team, I look at it like, you have this team who has had bad losses. You have this team who's blown leads. You have this team who's come back. Everything that has gone on with this team this year, if you were to just put it on a whiteboard and break it all down, and then you look up, and the toughest division in Major League Baseball, and they're still 2.5 up on the Giants and 4 games up on the Padres. And these guys have had phenomenal starts to their season. And the Dodgers are still up. Now, you take a Tyler Glasnow, a Shohei Ohtani, and a Blake Snell out of any starting rotation in the show, that team falls off a cliff faster than you can imagine. Not only has this team not fallen off a cliff, not only have they not just maintained and kept it close, not only have they just kept pace, but they're winning the freaking division, the toughest one in the sport. And as a result of that, Dave Roberts deserves Manager of the Year. I don't care what the payroll is, because that payroll's not on the field. Right now, that's a donation. Right now, that's a write-off. Right now, that's an investment. It's a gift. They're not on the field. I don't care if the Dodgers payroll was $2 billion. They're not on the field. So why they can count someone else's money, we're going to count these wins without that money on the field. So whenever, Dodger fans, whenever you hear someone talking about how much the Dodgers payroll is, when you hear anyone counting the Dodgers money, remind them where that money is right now. And remind them that they weren't the top payroll last year when they won it all. Remind them. And remind them that their teams and their owners and their organizations can do the same thing we did. But those superstars aren't choosing those organizations like that. Juan Soto took zero, a donut deferral. None. Go look at these superstars. Go look at them. Go look what they gave back. Go look at what they did. Don't hate the player, hate the game. This was collectively bargained. This was agreed to. These are the rules. These are the rules. So if Padre fans or Giant fans or any, especially Padre fans, are worried about what the Dodgers spent, I'm not over here every night talking about Fernando test positive. Your boy got caught. He cheated. I barely bring that up. Barely. But everyone loves to count the Dodgers' money. Your team got money too. They just don't spend it on you. We do. Let's go Dodgers, man. Let me see. It's hard to pay attention to the NBA, especially because the Blue Crew are the best team in all of sports, not just baseball. Yeah, they're far and away the best team, the best organization. What they've got going for them right now is something that you just don't see. You just don't see. You don't see. San Diego Padres. The Padres. And I like Fernando Tatis, man. That's no shade to him. I'm just saying these people love excuses. These people love to point the finger at who did what and what did this and all this. Like, bro, just have your owners spend the money that you give to them to go to ball games and their merch. Spend the money. And if you don't have it, sell the team. Billionaires are out here collecting ball clubs like toys. Sell the team. Like the Dodgers did. When the O'Malleys didn't want to pay these increasing salaries, they sold the team. When Murdoch didn't want to pay these salaries, they sold the team. When the McCourts couldn't afford to pay the salaries, they sold the team. Guggenheim bought the team and said, we bringing the bags. We backing up the trucks. And they put their money where their mouth is and put all their money back into their ball club. And all these teams can do the same. And if they can't, sell it. Or shut up. Shut up. Yankees, Red Sox, Mets, Cubs, Giants. Y'all all been spending money. Braves, Texas, Houston. Ugh. Y'all all been spending money. But when the Dodgers start winning, oh, that ain't fair. Nah, out of here, man. Come on. Come on, man. Appreciate that. It's all fun and games till the Dodgers start winning, right? It's all fun and game until the Dodgers start winning, right? Yeah. Now you're going to watch this dynasty. You're going to watch these parades. You got no choice. You can't look away. You can't look away. You hate us too much. You can't look away. You're welcome. You need someone to hate. We gave it to you. We gave it to you. The sport needs a villain. That's us. We're the nicest villains in the world. These are gentlemen villains. Gentlemen. Super gentlemen villains. Super. These dudes will wax your team by 10 and walk your grandmother across the street in the crosswalk and make sure she's safe. This is your villain. This is your villain. Correct me if I'm wrong, but do you think the umpires were on notice that Ohtani was pitching and weren't going to give him the benefit of the doubt on a strike? I mean, they knew he was pitching. But I don't think what they were calling had anything to do with Ohtani. I think it had all to do with just they suck right now. All professional sports franchises are owned by billionaires who pay millionaires. Yep. Facts. I'm just saying, man. Look, we're the search. We're the nicest villains in the world, bro. Nicest villains in the world. You're not going to find a nicer villain. You're just not. They say, please, excuse me. Can I help you with something? Do you need any other help? You good? They're gentlemen of baseball. The knock on the Dodgers is they're too nice. That's the knock on it. This is your villain. This is your villain. Now umpires have been ish for the entire homestand. Yeah, they've been kind of whack for sure. We're the villains of Save the Princess. Yeah, man. We're like Terminator 2 when Arnold came back as the good Terminator. you know what I mean? You know, when they switched, like when Darth went back to Anakin. Like that's the Dodgers. That's the villain. They're the good villains. They're the good villains. That's crazy. That's the bad guy. Oh, man. I love the excuses. I truly do. No excuses. Excuses is useless. Super useless. You know how foolish you sound bashing a team that wins? You know how crazy that is? a team that won without banging trash cans. You know how crazy it is? It's nuts. Lakers for Life 50. What's going on, my guy? What's good, my brother? Jeff, get the likes up and subscribe to the channel. If you are new, tell a friend or a family member about the channel to become a member of the channel. Facts. That's my guy, Lewis, man. Appreciate you, Lewis. It's new name there. New name there. Appreciate you, brother. But yeah, so great win for the Dodgers tonight. Hopefully they can win another series on this homestand. They won 3 of 4 to start the season against the Padres while facing them. And like Chris said, man, maybe in their head a little bit. We'll tell a little bit more tomorrow. You can tell a little bit more tomorrow. So if the Dodgers go out there and pounce them tomorrow, then they're definitely in that head of theirs. If the Dodgers go out and the Padres grind out a win or blow them out, then you got to tip your cap and give them credit where credit is due. Because at that point they did their thing, and they grinded it out. But I got to see that happen. Got to see that happen. On that note, I'm going to shut it down. I appreciate y'all. Make sure to drop a like on the video if you have not done so already. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your night. Have a great start to your week. Search. You're the best in the business. I appreciate you, brother. Love you. And I will catch you guys on the next one. As always, let's go Dodgers. And I'm out of here, y'all. You have a good night. Peace.